is up, everybody? Welcome into episode 55 of the Bullpen. And as you can see, I'm not alone in the cow pasture. I have a very special guest, Mr. Caeveon. How are you doing this beautiful, beautiful morning, sir?
Man, I can't complain. I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
We're truly honored to have you here. One, I'm going to let you on a secret. I didn't even prep you for this, but I'm going to let you in on a secret. Your mom follows us on social media and watches our episodes and comments on them. So I have to be on my best behavior today because I do know that Mrs. Patton might come looking for me. You know what I'm saying? If I got to treat you right.
Sir.
she's a wonderful lady from what I've had the opportunity to kind of interact with her. So I know you got a great family. It's awesome. Speaking of that, let's just get it out of the way. We got Turkey Day coming up. So you going dark meat, white meat, and what's your favorite side?
Let me see. So I really, bro, to be honest, I'm really I like both. I'm not gonna sit and be like, I
All
like
of it.
dark, like that shit together. I'm gonna eat it. But my favorite side is probably love. I love some yams. I love some yam. I'm not really a big dressing guy, bro. Like growing up, I never had a weird experience with dressing, so I really wasn't a fan of it. And for real, green bean casserole. All
Oh,
kind of.
that's the one. I'm
Yeah,
gonna silently judge you for that. I'm just kidding.
I'm a, I'm a, I'm a, I'm really, I'm not a really I'm a guy that eats everything a little bit, other than dressing for real. For real. I'm gonna have a whole plate of everything on there, one little big plate, and then shit, call it a day.
Let's do it. All right, man. Well, let's get into the episode. So let's talk a little bit about the off season, man. We'll talk football here in a little bit. Definitely not gonna let you get out here with that. But what the heck were you and Coach Phillips doing at SeaWorld with that a sea mammal, that sea lion there, man? What was that all about?
Nah, bro, it was pretty cool, man. They had asked me a couple months prior if I wanted to come and do some some things with the fans, interact with the fans at SeaWorld. As a matter of fact, I'd never been to SeaWorld before.
Oh,
So I was like, okay, well, shit, I'm down. So, I go, me and my fiance, we go. I had fun, man. It was good seeing Wade again, Didn't get to see, I hadn't seen Wade or Bridge, our GM, since the last game.
wow.
In the spring, like, when we get off that bus and we come back, it's like everybody goes their separate ways and boom, you just don't act like it never happened.
Man.
So it was good to see those guys, interact with those guys, and joke around with Coach Wade and everything, man. So
Coach Wade's awesome. He says some of the best dad jokes and just random tweets on Twitter that, he's entertaining, dude. He seems chill and laid back. Is he like that in real life, or is it just a persona?
bro, no, that is Coach Wade, bro. Probably one of the. I always tell him, like, I always joke with him. I'm like, bro, I want to be as happy as you, and I'm as old as you are. Like, probably the happiest guy I ever met to be that old. And I remember he tells me this one thing that I think is gonna stick with me. And he told me, he said, remember, happiness is a choice. And I was like, man, it's deep, but nah, he's just a great dude, bro. I love playing with him.
Happiness is a choice. Listen to that, all you football fans who are upset your team's losing, Cowboys fans. That's me. Happiness is a choice this year. So that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you shedding this light on that. I'm gonna dig a little deeper in your off season, so I'm gonna let you explain it. But tell me a little bit about Audrey Kremling. What do you got going on there, man? You're helping her work out, coaching her. What's going on?
Yeah, so man, so I started working with Audrey a little over 2 years ago. And so what I do is in off season, like I train kids. So me and my fiance dream is to open up a facility down here in Coral and work with kids, and everything is going great, man. I have about 60 kids I work with right now. I have two softball girls in college that I started working with 2 years ago. Have a couple of my boys that were my original kids back in 2020 when I first started working. They're all in college now. One at UTPB, one at West Texas A&M, one at Kill. They're all over the place now playing football. So can't complain, bro. But she's definitely gifted. You can't take credit for what God gave her. Like I always tell the kids, man, all I do is I go sharpen the tools you already have and teach you how to use them when you need to use them. And that's what she does, and that's what she did, and that's why she got that offer, and that's where she's going where she's going. And it's just happy to see kids like that work in day out, and to see everything they wanted come to light. You feel me?
Yeah, that's amazing. So what's the name of your I don't know what I don't even know what to call it, man. Coaching service, like what? Plug it. Let's hear it.
So, matter of fact, it's funny you asked that. Me and my fiance just got approved for our LLC probably like a week or two ago. And she came up with the name. We've been trying to come up with names for years, bro. Like, what we're gonna call it? What we're gonna call it? And then when I was in the UFL this past year, had a lot of parents reaching out, and I was like, man, we need to come up with a name. So it was like a Wednesday, and then I was studying film. She called me, and then we started going back and forth with the names and everything, and then she said, what about like say sports performance? And then my name is Caeveon, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, what is it an acronym? Was that just because of my name? And she's like, nah, it's an acronym. She said it would be C.A.E. Sports performance, and it would stand for consistency, attitude, and effort. And
Whoa.
yeah, so we think, and both of us agree that those are the three pillars that we think mold any great athlete or any great person, anything they decide to do. So that's the name, and we got it approved, and that's our name. So we're gonna keep building off of that, man.
Man, that is legit. Like those are big words that you hear no matter what competitive sport you're participating in. That's awesome. Does she got a marketing degree or like what's up with that, man?
We're actually about to graduate in December, so you're gonna graduate with a degree in communication and science. So now she's a brains, man. She's smart as hell, man.
That's legit, man. Well, I'll do. That's super exciting. I can't wait to see more about that and hear about all that stuff coming down the pipeline. It's cool. You already got some of your clients or students or kids that you've worked with, however you address them there, already moving on to bigger and better things, man. That's got to be super rewarding for you, man. That's congratulations on all of that. That's amazing.
I appreciate it.
Well, let's you got anything else you want to add? I mean, you want to brag a little bit about your Texas State Bobcats? Are they going to wind up going to the Pac-12 or the ACC? What's going on? Do you got any inside scoop you can share with this realignment?
I wish I did. I wish I did, but hey, how about them Bobcats, baby?
Dude, man, I was pulling for them. There was a talk playoff, right? So I went to the I'm in San Antonio, obviously, so I'm just like an hour and a half away, man. So I said one Saturday is I'm gonna just drive to the game, dude. That's freaking awesome. And you said you were at the Arizona State game, which that was national TV, ESPN everywhere, right?
Yup.
That's cool, man. That's a small school. A lot of people don't know about Texas State. It used to be Southwest Texas Bobcat, so it's been around for like forever, and it's I believe always voted number one party school in the state of Texas. Is that not true?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you go down there and you ain't really focused and you ain't got a plan, you'll definitely get lost in the sauce, bro.
There you go, baby. There you go. All right, man. Well, let's talk a little. Let's talk a little UFL. So, big news right now is expansion talk. They're talking 2 teams in 2026, 2 teams in 2027. Get the league to 12 teams. They're taking proposals from the city, which is kind of cool. It's not just like an ownership group deciding where to put the teams, like where we're at now with the 8 teams we got now. They're going to let cities kind of put in a competitive bid or offer to, get a UFL franchise there, which is amazing because you're talking long-term health, future growth, players, fans, coaches, staff, everyone's, it just gives you reassurance the league's going to be here down the road, right? And that's been the biggest things with spring football. So I'm going to ask you, and feel free to just mute your camera if you don't answer me, but I just want to know from a player's perspective. We got the Arlington hub, we got our 8 teams we got now. Where is one city that if Caeveon could put a team in, where would it be?
Man, really, in my opinion, bro, I don't really have a city that I think, but I'm 100% sure that I think it should be in a place where football is wanted. Like that's why St. Louis, they have the best fucking atmosphere in the league because those people, they yearn and they want a football team since the Rams left. Like I feel like they got to go out there and they got to look at those proposals and decide which place really wants a team and which place needs a team and which place doesn't have a team. Like they don't have a team to represent the state, like in football. Like, cause same like Texas, we got all these fucking teams, bro. Florida, all these. I feel like California, like I feel like you need to go to a place that needs football that doesn't have football in that state and give them a team and let them that be their team. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw one. Oklahoma City or like Lincoln, Nebraska, or the biggest, the Midwest They love football up there, just like we love down here in the South and Southeast. But like Oklahoma, Nebraska, right? That'd be kind of cool.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's at the end of the day, they're huge football places. Oklahoma, bro. Assume you got Oklahoma State, you got all these damn teams,
Yeah.
but you don't got a team. Like if you bring a professional team there, I feel like it's just another avenue because you got a bunch of local kids that go to these big universities that once you leave college and you're still chasing that dream, it's kind of hard to get up and pack and move miles away to go chase that dream when you can chase it right here. Like I got lucky to where I'm a Texas kid, born and raised, and then boom, the league pops up, and then the hub is in Arlington.
Yeah.
It's 5 hours. I gotta do is hop in my car in the end of February and go play football. Like for guys that are trying to get it out the mud and try to keep chasing that dream, it's kind of hard to pack up your whole life and fly across fucking United States whenever money ain't right or everything ain't going the way you want it to. So I feel like they should reach out to those places that football is big in college, that they don't have a professional team, and just get them a team.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay a little stat. I'm gonna lay a little stat on you, us, football nerds that don't actually have to go to practice. We have a time to Google stuff and talk to other football guys. The number one place for viewership, the number one state for viewership where there was not a current UFL team is actually Oklahoma. Believe it or not. So who knows, right? They're watching UFL games.
Come on, bro.
Let's do it. So let's get into some nuts and bolts, man. Coach Reed, Coach Ashkoff. Reed's a D coordinator. Ashkoff is your D line coach. I guess, man, just let the fans know what those two guys are like. Like, what's it like?
Man, hey, two great dudes. And it's actually crazy, Coach Acuff, bro, our D line coach. I've been knowing Coach Acuff since I was in high school. So whenever he got the job, so I had already signed my letter of intent to San Antonio last year, right?
Okay.
When he got the job, I had it was already a coach before him. So then I'm coming back. My fiance said, "Hey, you got an email from Bridge about some coaching changes." I'm like, "Okay, bet." So now she reading them off to me because I'm driving. And I said, "You said Chris Acuff?" I was like, "Wait, hold on, what?" And so then it rang. I'm like, "Bro, that's Coach Acuff from Baylor." So whenever I was in high school, Coach Acuff used to be the D line coach at Baylor, and he actually offered me at Baylor when he was at Baylor when I was in high school. So he's been knowing me since I was like 15 years old. So whenever he got the job, I call him. I'm like, "Hey," and mind you, I haven't talked to him since I was about 16, 17, bro. Since when I didn't accept the offer and I just stayed with Texas State. And we had words, and then I ain't talked to him since then. So I picked him up, called him. It's been like 10 years. And I'm like, "Bro, you about to be my coach finally." And so he's tripping out like, "Man, I seen it, bro. I'm in here jumping around, so it was live that, it finally, our paths finally collided, at the freshman level. Super good dude, bro. Love him, a great coach. Very detail oriented. Really a player's coach, man. He really listens. You feel me? He's not so one sided. Same thing with Coach Reed. Like he's open ear. If you got something to say, if you got something you feel like you don't like, or you feel like something you think might be better, they're there to listen to us. You feel me? They're never gonna be like, "Nah, this is my way or the highway." They're not those type of guys. You feel me? I think some things in coaching, hey, I'm a coach and I think I know a little more than you, and this is what you're gonna do. But and they have those things, and every coach has those things. But majority of the time, bro, they're open ears. They ask us what we think, what we need to fix, what we think we need to fix, and then I think that's why we were the best defense in the UFL was because they worked with us and we worked with them and shit. We came up with a plan to go out there and play ball and shit.
Yeah. Let's not undersell what he just said there. Brahmas, number one defense in the UFL last year. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, so on the D line, what's your favorite move? So like some guys bull rush, some guys spin, some guys do the SWAT, swim move they call it, whatever. What is your go-to move? What works best for you now? And I know that if there's other teams watching this, please turn off your cameras now so that we don't give any inside information or what Caeveon likes to do. They got film. I'm just saying. But what do you like to do, man? What's your best move?
Man, so me, I'm a guy. I like violence. So I like running through. It ain't no better feeling than just running through another grown man's face and he can't do shit about it. So on pass rush, I love setting all my moves. All I'm gonna tell you is I love setting all my moves up off of power. So
Okay.
my hope is once I get that power situated and I get him to feel that, I get him to fear my power. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker's strong. He can run through my face. Now I'm gonna sit him down every time I step at him, and after that I can do what I want.
Nice.
So I feel like my biggest thing and my biggest threat is my get off, how fast I am, and also how sudden I am at the point of attack. And I think that sets up everything for me, and that's what I've been trying to master this all season. Because in my head, the third time's a charm, and I'm gonna go out here and do what I need to do to get where I want to go.
Chestnut checkers, baby. Chestnut checkers. Hey,
Yeah.
I heard one. I can't remember. It was just an interview I heard like literally this past week. I can't remember who it was. It was a retired NFL player. He said that he had the best job in the world because he got paid to go beat up another man and didn't have to never got in trouble for it. You know what I mean? That's how it's like on the D line, right?
But it is, baby.
uh, Akoff, what's his what's his what's his primary function for you guys in practice? Is he just trying to make you guys stronger, faster, or is it more mental? Like, what's his coaching? What does he coach you guys up the most to do better?
Okay, so the biggest thing with Coach Jacob, right? You get the highest level of ball when you become a pro. A lot of these coaches, they don't have to do too much coaching because at the end of the day, you know, we play ball and we know what we're doing. And a lot of coaches, they don't do too much coaching. They don't harp too much on like if people that have never been in an NFL locker room or NFL meeting room or NFL unit room, like they go over that shit once, and then if you don't get it, your ass is grass. Like we going over, like mind you, we're going over it in this morning meeting, something brand new that we ain't talked about, and we about to go outside and we about to practice that full speed, going to get some of the best athletes in the world. So if you didn't get it right then and there, and your brain can't process it, and you can't go on the field and move 100 miles an hour and do it, those are guys get left behind. So a lot of
Wow.
people think that it's the physical barrier that stops a lot of guys from staying in the league, but it's really the mental barrier. A lot of guys don't know how to learn the playbook. They don't know how to learn and boom, carry it over super to the field. So I think the biggest thing with Coach Acuff was he spent a lot of time on really trying to see what we thought about things and really coaching us. Like we spent a lot of time on coaching us, bro, and trying to make us better. Cause at the end of the day, he knew we wanted to go. Um, and it was a highly critical but a positive setting. Like, hey, during camp, he's harping on this. But then at the end of the day, we all have our things we're good at and we like. So when it got to the point to where something that he was trying to make us do, it just wasn't us. Then he'll be like, okay, well, go back to what you do, and if it works, and hey, you do that. But if it don't work, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. So it was never like I told you earlier. It's never no just one-sided thing. It's open in the air. I just love, bro. We communicate with everything, bro. Every week, we went over stuff. Bro, and then we thought literally came together as a unit. And before the game day, the day before game day, we went over every detail that we thought that would beat the guy that we're going against. And every guy had to do a write-up that you worked on all week.
Wow.
So by the time we got to the field, like this shit is playing in my head because I done wrote something up by everybody, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna beat him. This is gonna beat him. So by the time I got to the grass, and we share that with everybody, and he shares it. He takes pictures of them, and he puts it on there for us to read over. So it's just a lot of stuff that he did, that he didn't have to do. That really and truly, I think, made us the best D-line in the league. It made us lead the league in sacks. It was a group effort, bro, to do that. It was no one man. It was everybody listening to everybody and everybody being on the same page. And like we said, all 11 guys doing their job. Feel me?
Hell yeah. So group effort. I'm gonna pop a graphic up here. Uh, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but man, we got most of our dogs coming back next year on defense. I mean, we got Jordan Williams, Devontae Beckett coming back. We got Darius Phillips, Jordan Mosley, Bo Peakeys. I mean, you're coming back, dude. Uh, who's one player that who's your favorite player, dude, on defense with you?
Man, you trying to give me a short, man?
No, well, okay. Well, you don't answer it. Give me your top three. You don't have to put them in order. Top three, not in order. How about that?
Well, I would say I wouldn't say my favorite players, but as a player, as a brother in the locker room, I say the most exciting players to watch. Like the next day after the game, and to watch what they do on field, that was very impressive. And I'm not gonna say anybody in my D line room because I had those guys. I don't want to, you feel me?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just linebacker room to the secondary. Definitely, watching like literally, bro. I'm gonna be real. The three guys you said, Beckett, Jay, and Mosley, like watching the effort those guys play with, because Beckett and Jay, they're undersized guys. It's real. They're not big. They're not very, at the end of the day, but they play hard and they play long. and they're gonna keep coming at your ass over and over and over again. You got Jay Moe. You know, in my opinion, I feel like Jay Moe was the best safety in the league, and he should have got his accolades for it, for the work he put in. But just I think watching those three guys, in my opinion, you know, Jay Will in 2023 being all XFL guy, and then coming back in 2024 and having a great season, and then Beckett, you know, playing for the Houston Roughnecks in 2023 in the XFL, and then having a great season in the UFL in 2024, and then finally getting what he deserved. You feel me? Getting all UFL. And like I say, with those three guys, I feel like they were super consistent over the 10 games. They always showed up on tape when we needed them. Like even when we played Houston, remember if Beckett would have ran across the field on kickoff and knocked the shit out of the dude and made him cough with the ball, we'd have lost that game.
Yep.
Like it wasn't if the effort. And mind you, he played every snap on defense, and this is your starting backer out here. You know, so I think just in general, I think those guys, you know, not missing a game, not missing a beat, and really being a big part and a big reason why our defense did what it did. You know, I definitely give those guys their flowers. Those three guys that you said, you took the words out of my mouth.
Man, I'll tell you what, dude. I'm excited about the defense. I'm excited you're coming back. I'm excited all those other guys are coming back. Uh, you know, we won the XFL Conference Championship down. We had a little joke here. We're the Brahmas, and I'll let you know a little secret. I actually started producing this program my first year when the XFL was there out of a cow pasture. I had a little storage container literally at a cow pasture, and so it was like a running joke coming to you from the cow pasture, right? But now it's kind of like what we do. It's like what I say because it's Brahmas, cow pasture, San Antonio, all goes together. So we went up into St. Louis, and I started calling St. Louis Cow Pasture North because we owned them boys up there in that championship game, the conference championship game. So that was awesome. And then we'll get. I warned you I was going to ask this question. We're super happy we won the XFL Conference Championship. It's actually part of my. I have it as a display on the episode at all times. Conference Champions, 2023. So fans down here are super happy. We made it to the championship game. You know, it didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but we got all of our defensive guys coming back mostly. We got tons of offensive guys coming back. What do we need to do, or what do you guys? I say we. If sometimes people get offended as fans say we, I should say what is the team? What do you guys need to do to take that just a little bitty step forward, man, to bring a championship home down here in San Antonio?
Man, you know, I just feel like the biggest thing, in my opinion, bro, is like I told you earlier, having all 11 guys on the same page from the top down. I feel like that game probably was the worst game that we played as a unit all year long, and then it showed. You know, everybody was flustered. Everybody was everything. If we would have came out and just played and been the defense that we always were, we would have got the outcome we wanted. So at the end of the day, there's no excuses for the way it turned out. At the end of the day, you know, we got to go out here, we're going to make it happen, and that shit starts now. Everybody in that defense is going to come back. Like, that shit starts now. It's preparing your body, showing up in the best shape you can, because at the end of the day, we hit the ground running. It ain't no off season, ain't none of that shit. You don't come back for off season. You come back for training camp, so you got to be in shape. And the best guys in training camp, they're going to win the job and they're going to play. You can't show up, at the end of the day, you got to hit that ground running. You got to pass that fucking running test. You got to do your thing, and you got to go out there and fly around and make plays. And so that shit starts now with guys showing up preparing their bodies for the 12-week season. And adding the 5 weeks, so you got to prepare your body for about 17 weeks of ball, man. Yeah. And it starts now, you know. So, and I've been doing that. I've been grinding for the last 24 weeks, you know, trying to make sure I'm in the best shape of my life. I took 1 week off after the loss, and I've been grinding ever since, you know, trying to make sure, because I told you, third time the charm, and this year I'm going to get what I want out of it, you know. So I just hope everybody else got the same mindset as me, because, you know, like that, it definitely did suck, you know, going out there, being that close, and then walking off that grass. And, you know, it always sucks losing, knowing that you didn't put the best foot forward as a unit. You know, like, if we would have went out there and would have played our ass off and we would have just got beat and they would have been better than us that day, that's different. But for us to go out there and play the way we did and to go out the way we did after all those weeks that we put that fucking great film on tape of us being 11 guys flying around, we don't go out there and make it happen this year, though.
Man, I love it. I love the confidence. And, you know, as fans, sometimes we forget, because when we see you most of the time, you're on a field with pads and helmets. You guys look like warriors out there. You know, you look like superheroes to us out there sometimes. And so we kind of forget there's a person with a heart underneath those pads and jersey. And if we feel, you know, bad or whatever, man, I know you guys are affected, and so just a little community note to the fans out there: stop being jerks on social media, you bunch of chumps. Just tell the guys good game and tell them that we support them in all endeavors. You know what I'm saying? Mr.
Sure.
Caeveon, these bunch of punks. Hey, if you ever get attacked on social media, just DM me and I'll go at that guy, bro. I don't have no one to answer to. I won't let no one get you guys down. But man, I really appreciate you joining me out here in the cow pasture. Wish you the best of endeavors in your coaching. CAD, right? It was C
Yeah. Say so CAE.
A E. Okay, okay.
Sports performance, man. Say sports
Uh,
performance.
that's awesome. Last thing I want to get out on. I'm an Aggie. You're a Texas State guy, so we're both South Texas boys. What do you think about the South Texas guy that just got signed to be y'all's next quarterback? Came on. You know anything about my boy Kellen? I watched a lot of football up in College Station with that man right there.
Yeah, so I actually played against Kellen Mond my junior year when we played Texas A&M week 1 in 2019. And it was crazy, bro, because I felt live as fuck. Because I remember the first, I think it was the first third down in the game. They had a busted, the front busted. And matter of fact, actually, it's what's his name, bro? Green. He's the starting guard for the Texans. He was their right guard that year, and he was a freshman. He was young,
Yeah.
and he kind of blocking. He was supposed to slide to the right, instead he slid to the left, and they let me free. And so I went straight and knocked the shit out of Kellen Mond, and it was an incomplete pass on third down, bro. So I was drunk as shit, bro.
Hey, dude, first day team workouts, right? You gonna remind him about that or what?
uh,
That's awesome. Green was a first round draft pick too, dude. He was by the time he graduated, dude, he was no joke at O-line. So that's
yeah,
awesome, man. That's a cool story. Yeah, we're excited about that here. You know, he went to high school down here in San Antonio before he went over to the IG Academy for his last year there in Florida. So we're excited to have him down here, and I think the team's making improvements. We got everybody coming back. Um, I'm gonna let you get off to turkey and football and stuff, man, and get your weekend going. I don't even know how to express to you how grateful I am that you're willing to do this little 30-minute episode with us and talk to the fans. San Antonio supports you guys. We're here for you. We love the UFL. You know, you are our pro football team, and man, anything we could ever do for you, and just let us know. And I'm gonna let it sign off with that. You want to close us out? You got anything you want to say?
man, that's it, man. We said everything, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you for reaching out to me and let me do this interview with you, man. And I'm grateful. That's it.
Hey, we're gonna end this, folks, the way we always end it, with a nice horns forward. Let's go, Brahmas, baby.